Hello and welcome back to Read the Explorer, Life and Learning Hub. Today we're diving into a topic that's often hidden in whispers, yet deeply important to our health and relationships: genital warts and the human papillomavirus, or HPV. This channel is a safe space. Here, we believe that knowledge is strength, and that being informed is the first step to protecting yourself and those you care about. So if you've ever had questions about genital warts, how they spread, how to protect yourself, or what the HPV vaccine is really about, this video is for you. Let's start from the beginning. What are genital warts? Genital warts are soft growths that appear on or around the genitals and anal area. They are caused by a virus, specifically the human papillomavirus, or HPV. They're classified as a sexually transmitted infection, STI, and are one of the most common STIs worldwide. These warts may look like small, flesh-colored bumps, or may form clusters that resemble the shape of a cauliflower. They can be raised or flat, large or small, and sometimes they're invisible to the naked eye. Even when genital warts are not visible, the virus may still be active and can still be passed to others. That's one of the reasons HPV is so widespread. It can be present without symptoms. How common is HPV and genital warts? Let's talk numbers. Globally, HPV is the most common STI. According to the World Health Organization, more than 80% of sexually active individuals will acquire HPV at some point in their lives. There are over 290 million women worldwide currently living with an HPV infection. In the United States alone, it's estimated that around 13 million new cases of HPV occur each year. Many of these go undetected because they don't cause immediate symptoms. Among those infected, around 1 in 100 sexually active adults has genital warts at any given time. These statistics show just how common this condition really is. Understanding HPV, the virus behind the warts. HPV isn't just one virus, it's a family of more than 200 related viruses. Around 40 of these strains affect the genital area. Some types, like HPV-6 and HPV-11, are considered low risk. These are the strains that cause genital warts. Others, like HPV-16 and HPV-18, are high-risk types. These don't cause warts, but they are linked to cervical cancer, anal cancer, penile cancer, and throat cancers. This is why HPV is not only a cosmetic or comfort issue, it's a major public health concern. How does HPV spread? HPV is mainly spread through direct skin-to-skin contact, often during vaginal intercourse, anal sex, oral sex, genital touching without penetration. You can get infected even if your partner shows no signs or symptoms. Condoms can reduce the risk, but they don't fully prevent it, because HPV can affect skin not covered by condoms. It's important to know that you can't get HPV from toilet seats, hugging, holding hands, or sharing food. This is a sexually transmitted virus, but it can also be transmitted from a mother to her baby during birth, though this is rare. Who is at risk? Anyone who is sexually active is at risk of HPV infection. However, some people have a higher risk, including individuals with multiple sexual partners, those who start sexual activity at an early age, people with weakened immune systems, those who have a partner with unknown sexual history, people with a history of other STIs. While both men and women can get genital warts, women face more complications, particularly during pregnancy. Warts on the vaginal wall may interfere with stretching during childbirth, and in rare cases, the virus may be passed to the infant. Symptoms of genital warts. Symptoms typically appear within 1 to 8 months after exposure, but many people never show symptoms at all. When they do appear, symptoms might include small, flesh-colored or gray swellings, clusters of warts resembling cauliflower, itching or discomfort in the genital area, bleeding during intercourse, redness or irritation. In men, warts can appear on the penis, scrotum, thigh, or anus. In women, they may show up on the vulva, cervix, inside or outside the vagina, or around the anus. How are genital warts diagnosed? Diagnosis starts with a conversation. Your provider will ask about your symptoms and sexual history. They will then do a physical examination of any suspected areas. Sometimes a diluted acetic acid solution is applied to highlight hard-to-see warts, followed by examination using a colposcope. In some cases, a biopsy may be needed to confirm the diagnosis or rule out more serious conditions. Remember, getting tested and examined is not a sign of shame. It's a sign of responsibility and strength. Treatment options. What can be done? There is currently no cure for the HPV virus itself. But the good news is that genital warts can be treated. Treatment options include topical medications, such as imiquimod cream, which helps boost the immune system, podophyllin or podophylox, plant-based treatments that destroy wart tissue, trichloroacetic acid, TCA, for internal warts, cynocatechins, a green tea extract for external warts. If warts don't respond to medication or are large and bothersome, procedures may be recommended. Cryotherapy, freezing the warts. Electrocautery, burning the tissue. Surgical removal. Laser therapy. These treatments remove the visible symptoms but do not eliminate the virus from the body. It's also possible for the warts to return in the future. Can genital warts be prevented? Yes. The most powerful tool we have is prevention. The HPV vaccine is a medical breakthrough. It protects against the most dangerous strains of HPV, including those that cause genital warts and those that lead to cancer. Vaccines like Gardasil 9 are safe, effective, and recommended by major health organizations around the world. The vaccine is most effective when given before exposure to the virus, ideally between ages 9 and 14. But older teens and adults up to age 45 can still benefit. In addition to vaccination, other preventive steps include using condoms or dental dams correctly, limiting the number of sexual partners, regular STI screenings, open communication about sexual history, delaying sexual activity until emotionally and physically ready, the HPV vaccine debate, what you should know. Despite its proven safety and benefits, the HPV vaccine has faced debate and misinformation. Some parents worry that vaccinating their children might encourage early sexual behavior, yet studies show that vaccination does not increase sexual activity. Others express concerns about side effects. Like all vaccines, HPV vaccines can cause mild side effects such as soreness or fever, but serious side effects are extremely rare. Another argument is about choice. Some people oppose making the vaccine mandatory in schools, believing it should be left to families. Public health officials argue that widespread vaccination saves lives and prevents cancers, making it a community health priority. Ultimately, it's a personal decision. But it should be an informed one, based on science, not fear. Vaccines are not just about protection. They are about empowerment, giving people the tools to protect their future health. Living with HPV or genital warts. If you've been diagnosed with HPV or genital warts, remember, you are not alone. You are not dirty. You are not broken. HPV is incredibly common, and many people live full, healthy, and happy lives with or after HPV. Support from healthcare providers, partners, and community can make a huge difference. Taking care of your health and seeking treatment is a courageous and responsible step forward. Recap and conclusion. So, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've learned. We started by understanding what genital warts are: soft, often invisible growths caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. We explored how HPV spreads through skin-to-skin contact during sex, and why so many people may carry the virus without ever knowing it. We broke down the differences between low-risk HPV types that cause warts and high-risk types that are linked to certain cancers. And we looked at the symptoms, ranging from small bumps to discomfort and itching, that often go unnoticed until they begin to affect our well-being. Then, we talked about diagnosis. About how doctors examine, test, and sometimes even use a magnifying tool to see the areas we can't. And we walked through the treatment options: creams, acids, surgical procedures, all focused on removing visible warts, even though the virus may stay in the body. We made it clear, HPV can't be cured, but it can be managed, and it can be prevented. And that brings us to one of the most important points: the power of prevention. We discussed how the HPV vaccine is one of the most effective tools we have to protect against both genital warts and HPV-related cancers. We addressed concerns, clarified myths, and reminded ourselves that making health decisions should always be rooted in science, not fear. Practicing safer sex, getting regular screenings, and talking openly with partners. These are not just actions, they are acts of self-respect and care. So whether you came here looking for answers, for clarity, or simply for the courage to talk about something often kept in silence, know this: you are not alone. You are informed. And that makes you powerful. Genital warts and HPV are common, but with the right information and action, they are manageable and preventable. Let's break the silence. Let's stop the stigma. Let's lead with education and support. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the Explorer, Life and Learning Hub. We're here for honest conversations, science-based health education, and life skills that matter. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, and remember, your health is your power. Don't forget to like and subscribe.